Hello guys, actually sorry for this late lecture. Yesterday I was with the live, but due to some electric light issue I was not able to continue. So today again I am here with the remaining concept of the function. So we were with the function to calculate some of the first n terms of the Taylor series for the sin x. So we will be doing this program. So as we have seen yesterday, if I want to go for this example, here the Taylor series is nothing but we will be performing here. First of all, see the formula for this Taylor series. So here we will be calculating the sum of the first n terms of the Taylor series. Now to calculate the Taylor series, here the formula for this is a sine of x, which we will be accepting from the user, will be x minus x cube upon 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 upon 5 factorial minus x raised to 7 upon 7 factorial plus and so on. Now here in this case, the function will be using a loop to iterate through the n terms. If I enter the value of n as a 5, I should get the sum of first n Taylor series number. So for each term, whichever we will be having, we have to calculate the power index, which is this one, 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on, and a factorial index, which is 3 factorial, 5 factorial, and 7 factorial. So for this, in the function, we will be taking these two variables where we will calculate this 1, 3, 5, and 7 terms. So this can be done with the help of a certain formula that we will be implementing here. Then it will alternatively add or subtract these terms which are based on the current iteration value. So whether that particular current iteration value is even or odd. And in main, we will be accepting the value of x from the user. So here read the value of x from the user, which is an angle of radian. Angle in radian, sorry. And a n, which is for the number of terms. And then we will pass these two values to the function. We will write the function for this as a calculate Taylor series name. So in this function, we will perform this all logic, right? Now we'll start with the program. So the first, as usual, for the power, we will be having a POW function from the math.header file and one usual our stdio.h header file. then a factorial function to calculate the factorial. Here, whichever value we enter, we will check whether it is odd or even. So you can go for either using a recursion, as we have to start the recursion. So without using recursion, I will be using this function. So if the value of n is 0 or the value of n is 1, I want to return 1. Else, I want to calculate the factorial. So for this, we will take one variable in fact is equal to 1, and here fact is equal to fact into n minus minus. We calculated the factorial, now return the fact. This we will be using this fact variable in calculating the Taylor series. So this is all about the function, and now our main function to calculate the Taylor series. So the return type of function is double. Name of the function is calculate Taylor series, and to bracket we will be passing double x and int n. Now here we want to add the values, right? So for this we will declare one variable, double sum is equal to 0.0. Okay, so we will iterate through a for loop for this variable I. We will be requiring some variable, as we have discussed. I want a power index value as well as factorial index value. So for this we will declare again two variables, power index, factorial index. Now start with the for loop. This starts with I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. First of all, calculate the power index. Power index is equal to 2 into I plus 1. Means what? First time when the value of I is 0, so 0 into 2, 0 plus 1, 1. So power index 1 and factorial index also I want 1. Next time power index I want 3. So when the value of I is 1, it will become 3. Same way factorial index also I want 3. So same formula will use for the factorial index also. 2 into I plus 1. Right? Now check if the variable I mod 2 equal to 0. If it is 0, add that particular sum, and if it is odd, subtract that sum. So simultaneously we'll do this. So if it is even number, I want to add the sum with the power of x comma power index. Here we will get the power, means what? X raised to n, and then slash factorial of factorial index. Right? Else I want to subtract the sum. So this we done with the for loop and return the sum. Now in the main we will read the value of x and n from the user. So void main right, enter. % long flow comma, and of variable x, and printf right? And now I want to calculate. When I will be returning this sum, I want to catch this into some variable. So here for this we declare a variable result, and in the result I will be catching this value. Call this function here, into bracket x comma n. Right, and now print the answer. Comma n terms x and a result. That's all. We'll save the program. We'll compile the program and we will execute the program. 0.785. Number of terms 5. So you will get this sign of 0.79 as 0.7016. This is how the Taylor series will be calculated. Right? So what we did here, let me minimize the screen. Okay. So here we have to calculate the x minus x cube upon 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 upon 5 factorial and so on. So here this is the power function and this is the factorial. So when in the main we read the value of x as suppose 0.7854. So value of here x is 0.7854. Then value of n we read as a 5 here. Then we call the function. From here control will be going to here. So value of x is 0.7854 and this will be 5. Now sum here we took as a 0.0 and power index and factorial index, these two variable we take. Now for n number of terms we started with the for loop. When the value of I is 0, power index will be 2 into 0 plus 1, that is 1. Factorial index will be also 1. Now here we will be checking whether this variable I, that is 0 mod 2 equal to 0 or not. If it is a even number, we will be calling power of x comma n, power index. So from here your control will be calculating a power of x raised to power index. So this we got here, that is a x raised to, for example, cube. So x is what here? 0.7854 cube upon factorial of, suppose 0 it is. So factorial of 0 will be always 1. And suppose it is also 0. So x will be getting plus. Again, next time what will happen? 0.7854. When the value of I is 1, what it will do? 2 into 1 plus 1. That is a value will be 3 here. So it will be x raised to cube upon 3 factorial. Minus it will be, and again plus. Again, next time when the value of I is now 2, what will be the power index? 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So next term we are getting here. So next what it will do? 0.7854 power of 5 upon 5 factorial it will calculate. Now again minus 0.7854. So next term is what? 7 here upon 7 factorial. So this is how we are getting the addition of first and Taylor series number. So this was the exercise from your lab. Next we'll go for next example. So here the next program is we are going to write a function which will accept a character as a parameter, and it will return if the character is alphabet. It will return 1 if the character is alphabet. It will return 2 if the character is digit. It will return 3 if the character is a special symbol. And then we are going to count the total number of alphabets, digits, and a symbol which we have entered here. So for this, we have to write a function for checking whether it is character, digit, or alphabet. And then that particular result, we will be putting it into a switch case where we will count that particular existence. So let's start. So here we are going to write a function that will accept the character as a parameter and return 1 if it is an alphabet, 2 if it is a digit, and 3 if it is a special symbol. Then in the main, we have to accept the character till the user enters EOF and use the function to count the total number of alphabets, digits, and special symbol. Right? So we'll start with this program. Now, first of all, understand the logic of this example. In the main, what you will do here? We will read the characters. So enter the character till the user enters Control D or a Control Z. So this all we know how to read the values. Then we will be reading one single character from this total string. So here what we will do? We will be using a while. That particular ch is equal to getChar function, which is not equal to EOF. Right? And then here we will be checking whether if that particular ch is greater than equal to small a and that particular ch is less than is equal to small z, or that ch is greater than equal to capital A, or and that particular CH is less than is equal to capital Z. If it is what they have said, return 1. Then we'll say return 1. Else what I want to check now? If it is not character, I want to check for the digit, right? So if that particular CH is greater than equal to 0 and that CH is less than is equal to 9. If it is that, what I want to return? 2. Then return 2. Else, what I want to return? It will be naturally a special symbol. Then else, return 3. This all we will be doing in the function. Okay. So, for this character to work in the function, from the main, whichever string we read, this string we will be putting into a variable result type is equal to your function, and in the function we will be passing this single character ch, right? So when we pass this character here, we are going to check this character for each and every term, and then in the main, in the switch case, go for the int type whichever we got, 1 2 3 so on. So for the case 1, what we will write here? Alphabet. Suppose one character will go for plus plus. If it is case 2, digit plus plus. And if it is a symbol, symbol plus plus. And then at the end, we will print the values, right? So this is the logic. We will write a program for this. So first of all, a function. If that ch is greater than equal to small a, and ch is less than is equal to small z, or ch is greater than equal to capital A and ch is less than is equal to capital Z, then I want to return 1. Else, if that ch is greater than equal to 0 and ch is less than is equal to 9, then I want to return 2. Else, it should return 3. That's all in the function. In the main, here I want a input character. Then to count the alphabet, digit and symbol, we will be declaring the 3 variables. Okay, so we are going to increment those values. So initially we will initialize it to 0. Otherwise, it will add the garbage value. Then printf, enter the characters and at end so Now either you can use your string or directly what we will do, we will put this into a while case. While scanf %c, or you can use a get char function also, that also we have seen. So better way, we will use a ch is equal to input character get char not equal to equals. Then here we will be calling a function. So for this, to store the result, we will declare one variable, suppose type. So type is equal to character type function call we will go for, and that input character. So what will happen? Single character. We will read. 1 minute. Single character we will be reading from a get char function. We will be putting that particular character into a function. From here, that particular character will be going to a function where it is going to goes where it is going to go for this 3 checking series. It will check for the alphabet, it will check for the digit or a symbol. Whichever value we will get here, that particular value will be written into a type variable. Now with the type variable, I want to check, I want to increment the respective digit, alphabet or character, symbol. So here we will using a switch case, switch of type. So for the case 1, I want to increment the alphabet. Case 2, I want to increment the digit. And case 3, I want to increment the symbol. That's all. End of the while loop, switch case, end of the while loop, end of the. We will save the file. We will compile it first, and now we will run it. So if I enter the character, and Control Z. One minute. we okay, we want to print the result that we forgot. So after the end of the while loop, I want to print the result. So display the count. Printf /n. Right? This we forgot. Compile the program and execute. So alphabets are 12, digits are 7, and symbol is 7. So this is how a program gets executed. So just make a loop for this program. So what we did here, we accepted a string till the user enters Ctrl Z. Whichever string we entered, we read a single character one by one into a input char. So first of all, what it will do, it will read a character, it will store it into get input char, it will check whether it is end of file or not. If not, it will put that particular input character into a character type function. From here, control will go to the character type function where the input char will be entered into the character ch. Here ch will be checked for the alphabet, for the digit or a symbol. Whichever type we get from the ch will be returned into the type variable. This type variable, we put it into a switch case. If it is an alphabet, alphabet count will be incremented. If it is a digit, digit count will be incremented. And if it is a symbol, symbol count will be incremented. After the end of the file, we will be respectively printing the alphabets, digits, and symbol, whichever is there in the string. Right? So this was the example for the vocabulary function. So with this, your function topic is completed. Now we will be starting the recursion. You can make a look at this program if you want. You can take the screenshot also if you want. Okay. Now we will be starting with the recursion. Recursion in C. Now what is actually a recursion process? So a recursion is the process of repeating the items in a self-similar manner. So in a programming languages, if a program allows you to call a function inside the same function Underline this statement. In a programming language, if a program allows you to call the function, but which function? Same function inside the same function, then it is called as a recursive call of the function. So if the same function call itself again and again, it is a recursive call. For example, if I am having a function return type void, name of my function, suppose a recursion, which will be accepting also nothing, begin, and end. Now in this, I again call a same function. Then what is this? Function calling itself. And in main, I make a call to a function. Then this type of concept is known as a recursion. So a C programming language support the recursion. C programming language support the recursion. So that is function to call itself. But always remember, while using this recursion, programmer has to define some exit condition. Otherwise, your program will go into the infinite. So, but while using recursion, programmer need to be careful to define the exit condition. So always remember, while you are doing the recursion program, you have to remember this statement from the function. You have to exit from the function. So for this, you have to specify some exit condition. Otherwise, what will happen? It will go into the infinite loop, right? So recursive functions are generally useful when you want to solve some mathematical problems, such as calculating the factorial of a number, generating some Fibonacci series, and so on. So they are useful to solve the mathematical problems such as the calculating the factorial of a number or Fibonacci series, etc. Okay, so we will look into the first program where, for example, I want to find the factorial of a number by using a recursion. Actually, we have done a factorial program by using a loop, right? Now we will go for the factorial using a recursion. So calculate the factorial of a given number using a recursion. Now, to calculate the factorial of a number, we have to remember, first case is that I want a repetition. Moreover, we are going to use the recursion. Second, In the recursion, as we have to execute a statement repeatedly, we are not using a loop here. We are just going to go for some exit statement that will be useful if we use a, so that will be easy by using a if condition. So first of all, we'll see logic of this program and then we will go for the program. Okay, now here in the main and in the function, what we are doing. So in the main, as usual, what is our job? To read the number and to print the result, right? So here we will be declaring two variables for reading a number and for printing the, or for catching the result value for f. Then here we will be reading a number from the user. Right? Now call the function here. Name of my function is suppose fact of n. From here, your control will go to the function part. In the function, while writing a factorial, up till now, what we did, we used to use a for loop, right? What we used to do here, while m is greater than 0, and then we used to do f is equal to f into m minus minus, and return f. This value will be copied into this variable and we used to print here. This was our program. But now, when I want to use a recursion, how to implement this loop into the recursion? So in recursion, always remember, I am not going to use this while loop. So int factorial for example m begin. When we were using this while loop, where we used to terminate this while, when the value of m becomes 0, right? So this is my terminating condition. Moreover, when the user enters the value of m as 1, it should also go for returning that particular result as a 1. Means what? For the 0 and 1, I want to return the factorial 1. This is a general rule for the factorial, right? When the value of a particular number is, if we enter a 0 or 1, factorial is always 1. So this is my terminating condition. So I have to remember, or I have to use this criteria here. So when I want to terminate, if my number is equal to 0, then for this you can return 1, right? Or here, if number is equal to also 1, I want to return 1. So these are the two conditions. If that number is 0 or number is 1, I want to return 0. Return 1. Else, I want to call a recursion. I want to again and again call this factorial. So how will I do here? A return number into factorial of m minus 1. Okay? What is the meaning of this? When you make a call to this function, So if in the main we enter the value as a 5, fact of 5 control will be going here. So value of m now becomes 5. Sorry, m it is here. Now check if 5 is equal to 0 or 5 is equal to 1. No. Else part. Return 5 into fact of 4. So what will happen? Again, we made a call to the function. So again, your control will be going to the function part. Now the value of m is what? Again, it will check. 4 is equal to 0. 4 is equal to 1. No. Else part. What it will do? 5 into 4 into factorial of 3. Again, it will make call to a function. Now the value of m is 3. Again, it will check. If 3 is equal to 0 or 3 is equal to 1, no. Else part. Return 5 into 4 into 3 into factorial of 2. Again, it is a call to a function. Again, value of m is now 2. 2 equal to 0 or 2 equal to 1? No. Else part. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into factorial fact of 1. Again, value of m is now 1. 1 equal to 0 or 1 equal to 1? Yes, return 1. So here 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 into fact of 0. Again, it is a call to a function. Again, 1 is equal to 0 or 1 is equal to 1, condition true. So what it will go for? 5 into 4 into value of now m is 0. 3, 2 into 1 into. Now here it will be calculating the value. So we don't want for the 1 here. So what we will do here? We will cancel while doing the program for this. We will directly go for the 1. And if it will become 0, we will be terminating this program. So when the value of m is 0 here, I don't want this multiplication to be done. So up to 1 only we will go for. Right? So what we will do here, if I want to check for the 1 here, we will go for the 2 if statement. That will be also possible. If m is equal to 0, I want to return here 0. I don't want to go for the multiplication. Else if the value of m is equal to 1, I want to return 1. And else I want to go for this statement here. So this can be done here. If I use the 0 here, our whole multiplication will become 0. I don't want to do this. Okay? So we will be using the if else for this. So we'll go for the program now. So first of all, header file, then a function, okay. So in the function, what we want to do, if that particular variable m equal to 0, I want to return 0. Else if m equal to 1, I want to return 1. Right? Else return number m into fact of m minus 1. That's all. And in the main, read a number, and enter the total. We'll save the file. We'll compile the file and now we will run the file. So we got one file, right? So this is how we can go for the factorial. Next, we will go for the recursion for the Fibonacci series. Have you got everyone? If you are having any difficulty, any doubts, do comment me so that I will be sharing the suggestions on this. Now we all know the Fibonacci series. We have done this program by using the loop. So Fibonacci series is 1. 1 means what? Previous number and current number will be the next number. Again, previous number, current number will be the next number. And so on. So we will be doing this program by using a recursion. Same here, the number of terms which we want, we will be reading that number of terms from the user. And for that number of terms, I want to print the Fibonacci. But for the Fibonacci, where I want to terminate when my number will become 0, at that time I want to terminate, right? So here, first of all, we'll see a logic. Yes. Okay. So in the main, what is our task? I want to read a number and I want to go for the result. So printf number of values. Read the values. Now here f is equal to, my name of the function will be Fibonacci of n. From here, your control will go into the function part. In the function, return type of function is int. Name of my function is Fibonacci into bracket variable, for example, n. Now, when I want to terminate when n is 0 or when n is 1. So here, if n is equal to 0, return 0. Same case. Else, if n is 1, return 1. Else, here return Fibonacci of a previous number, current number, and plus Fibonacci of a previous number. Okay, that is our logic. What is a Fibonacci? Current number plus previous number will be the next number. Then we'll get the next number. So that's all in the Fibonacci. Now we will write a program. Now here, if we enter the value of n as suppose a 5. So Fibonacci of 5, control will be going here. Value of n is also 5. Okay. Now, if n is equal to 0, no. N is equal to 1, no. Return Fibonacci in short I am writing just, of n minus 1, that is 4, plus Fibonacci of n minus 2, that is 5 minus 2, that is 3. This call is again for the recursion. So this will continue till what? Till n becomes 1, then n becomes 0. For 0, we are going to return 0. That will be our termination here. But if value of n till becomes 1, I want to continue. So again, this call will go for the Fibonacci of 4 here. So what it will do? It will go for the Fibonacci of 3 plus Fibonacci of 4 minus 2, that is 2, plus Fibonacci of 3. What will happen here? 3 minus 1, 2, plus Fibonacci of 3 minus 2, that is 1. Right? Again, what will it will go for? Fibonacci of 3. So value of n will be now 3. So what it will do? It will again go for Fibonacci of 3 minus 1, that is 2, plus Fibonacci of 3 minus 2, that is 1. Now go for the Fibonacci of 1 here. So Fibonacci of 2, what it will go for? So it will be 2 minus 1, that is 1, and 2 minus 2, that is Fibonacci, plus Fibonacci 0 will be 0. So this is how first term 0, then 1 we will get here, again 1 we will get here, then 2, then 3, and then 5. So this is how we will get the series. Right? So this is what it is, a recursion call. The function will call itself again and again till we get the value 0 or a 1. When I get 1, I will be having 1. When I get 0, I will be getting 0. So till they become 0 or 1, we will be continuing this. So for the 5 number of terms, it will go for the same recursive process. We will get 1, 1, 2, 3. Now here we will start with the 0 also. Okay. We will do for the program. Right, so here if n equal to 0, that's all in the function. In the main, now call the function. Print the result. Save the file, compile the program, execute the program. What is happening? So here we will go for the return type. 1 minute. Uh, just I will make some changes here. If I say n is less than or equal to 1, then I want to terminate. Then I want to just return the n. Else I want to return Fibonacci, right? Well, it will terminate. Actually, the program was not terminating, so it will terminate when the value of n becomes 0. So here Fibonacci of 0 is 0 and Fibonacci of 1 is 1. That will be the condition for this. Otherwise, I want to go for the recursive of Fibonacci of n minus 1 and n minus 2. And in the main, let's check. They are not getting percent. Just for the last number. So what we will do, we will go for the void, and here only we will print. We'll just make a call to this function, and here